It's time to start thinking about mom. Mother's Day is right around the corner, and our friend and etiquette expert Diane Gottsman is here to answer your Mother's Day etiquette questions. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Happy early Mother's Day to you.
Oh, thank you, and same to you.
Thank you, thank you.
We have a vested interest in these questions.
We do. These are great questions, by the way. It came from all of our viewers, and they've got legitimate questions, and so we're going to try to iron some things out for you this morning. All right, so see if this applies to anybody out there. I'm divorced from my 3 daughters' fathers, but I have a good relationship with my former mother-in-law. I'm not on speaking terms with my ex. The question is, should I avoid inviting my mother-in-law over for dinner or skip inviting my ex? They're a very close family. The daughters want the mother-in-law there. What does this woman do?
Do not avoid inviting your mother-in-law over.
Okay.
So I think it's really important to keep the children involved and keep it harmonious. However, if you're not on speaking terms with your ex-husband, you don't have to have it. It feels uncomfortable. He can celebrate separately.
Yes, it's Mother's Day, so we can invite our mother-in-law no matter what the situation is. Let the husband, the ex-husband, stay at home. Okay, sorry, it's Mother's Day. Here's another question: does a husband have to give a gift to his wife if they don't share children together?
So I think the answer is yes.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because if it's important to the mom, and it generally is, because the part of this question was she doesn't feel comfortable because he always leaves her out. They also have animals together, and you know, our fur babies are our babies, and I feel it personally, you know, on those pets. So yes.
Yes. This is not on the list, but it is a question for me. Does Travis have to get me a present?
Yes, Travis. Buy Shelly a present. Yes.
He's like, you're not my mother. I'm like, I know I'm not your mother. I am the mother of your children. I need a gift.
Here's the key: if mom wants it, you know, would be happy. If you make her day, do it.
Yes.
Do it.
Okay. And I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be a gift. It can be a nice card or a little
gesture,
a little something, something.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
A big gesture.
All right. I am recently married, and I'm unsure if I should call my new mother-in-law Mom. What do we think about that?
I think this was such an interesting question, and I think because her husband's probably going to sign the card also. So say, Dear Mom. And you don't have to say Dear Mom and Mrs. Jones. You know, you can just say Dear Mom and then sign it. But I think that's a conversation to say, all right, I'm not quite sure what to call you. What do you want me to call you?
Yes, some people are very comfortable with that. Like, it doesn't work for me for whatever reason. So again, just ask and you'll get your answers. This is interesting. If mom says not to get her anything for Mother's Day, does she really mean it?
She probably means it, but you better buy her something for Mother's Day. It's the kind thing to do, and it doesn't have to be elaborate. And when I say buy, maybe you don't buy her something. Maybe you take her someplace.
Sure.
So, you know, this is kind of a good segue for some gift ideas.
Okay.
Because, you know, a little piece of artwork from your child or grandchild, or a little picture of one of these children when they were young, a favorite candle.
Yes.
You know, I love redbirds. So if somebody bought me a framed antique redbird, that would be lovely. Or a journal.
Yeah.
So, you know, it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be a gift at all. It could just be time you spend. But you're going to do something. You're not going to skip it and say,
you cannot skip it. No. I say that to the kids. I'm like, I don't need anything. Don't get me anything.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean you don't write a card or something.
That's right. It could be a paperclip and a handwritten card. The card is what counts.
Exactly. Is a gift card too cold to give someone for Mother's Day?
Absolutely not.
No.
If you know they're going to like the store or the experience. So if you know they love a massage and you know where they like to go, or they have a favorite deli, so gift cards are really practical.
Yeah. I love a good gift card. Yes, I do. And we've got some great gifts here as well. Always very personal.
That's right, Travis. You listen to this.
I'm going to send them this segment later. Here's another question. Can I give my daughter's teacher a Mother's Day card? She has been instrumental in teaching my daughter a variety of skills, both academic and social.
So I really had to think about this one because you can absolutely give your child's teacher a card, maybe not for Mother's Day. It might feel a little uncomfortable, but a card with a gracious note is always welcome.
Okay.
Maybe just a beautiful card that doesn't say Mother's Day on it.
Exactly. Okay. Still give the thanks.
Yes.
Maybe just not Mother's Day thanks. How can I make a Mother's Day card seem more special?
Handwrite it.
Okay.
Even if you have chicken scratch, handwrite it because they recognize that familiarity.
Okay.
Make sure you call them by name. And it goes back to what do I call them? Well, in this case, just say mom with the husband.
Okay.
And let them know what they mean to you. Mention something meaningful, a beautiful memory, something that makes it personalized. That's how you make it special.
Okay, I like that. If you have daughters that have babies or a daughter-in-law that has a baby, do I need to wish them Happy Mother's Day and get them a gift?
I think you should. As far as a gift, I don't, that's personal, that's up to you, but I do think you should acknowledge them and say this is exciting times, and absolutely, you know, there are cards for that. You don't even have to send a Mother's Day card. Just hand them a card.
Okay.
And I'm saying this if it's somebody you know, maybe not a family member, and you want to acknowledge them. But for a family member, more is always best.
Right?
So always err on the side of doing the right thing. If you feel it, do it.
Okay. And finally, we kind of touched on this at the beginning, pet parents on
Yes.
Mother's Day. Should we acknowledge them?
Well, you know, Wilson and Marty, my two, feel very, very, they think it's very important. So I think the answer is yes.
Okay.
I think if it's important to the owner, if it's important to that mom, I think, you know, just acknowledging, just a little funny card, a little snippet of something. I think it's nice.
All right, good deal. You have 11 days to figure it out at this point, right? Thank you for coming in this morning. Guys, if you've got questions, here's where you can find Diane. She is our etiquette expert with the Protocol School of Texas. Visit protocolschooloftexas.com and be sure you're following Diane on social media at Diane Gottsman.